All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 4, Episode 17.
Okay. We had a great last episode.
Yeah, we had kind of a gross last episode.
Yeah.
We dealt with this really monstrously nasty fat rat.
Yeah.
And it gave some serious problems for a brief bit.
With its meat sludge howitzer cannon thing.
Sniper, gross goop thing. And Jotaro and Josuke defeated it.
That's right.
But what was cool was we got a little bit more into the mechanics of what would happen if Josuke and Jotaro partnered up together.
Yeah.
And they dealt with a stand user.
Right.
And
the limitations of Jotaro with his powers being what they are.
Yes, it is a slight nerf, I would say, to what Jotaro was at the end of Part 3. But that was kind of a... high rule of cool moment. Exactly.
Yeah.
So now that we're into this whole kind of stand mystery stuff in the town of Morio, we have yet to kind of learn what the overarching kind of deal is going on here.
We still need to get back on the trail of this hands chopper guy.
Yes, but also we need to have something that would even give them the idea that there is a trail to go on.
Right.
Because right now it's just happening in the background.
Yeah.
So, maybe some stuff with Joseph this episode could be cool to look forward to. Some more things with the squad all coming together.
Yeah.
And, it's going to be awesome. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into it. Oh. Rohan! Hey! Yes.
Whoa.
Dang. Oh, cool. Yes.
Too bad you can't use your stand on yourself.
Right.
と右から店がこう続いている。今度は実際の場所を見てくれ。右から蕎麦屋アリス川、薬やドラッグのキサラ。
Whoa.
そして。
Whoa.
This must be Stando power.
Whoa. Well, this is something.
Ew.
Yeah. Steaming turd.
なんか空き家みたいですよ。変なと。
So is the dog poop?
Yeah.
あれ？あのポスト。
They're trapped in here.
角のところだよ、ここは。
Whoa.
This is all a stand, or the power of a stand.
We had a rat stand before. Now we maybe have a dog stand. There's a video game invisible wall barrier. Oh, stand user.
Definitely a stand user.
Yep, definitely. Whoa. Whoa. What the heck?
Well, why not?
That's how he uses it.
What's in there?
Just.
Okay.
Ha! Ha ha! Oh, she's just a normal girl. Okay. Oh. Oh. What?
ポッキー占いよ。折れた感じで占うの。あなたわがままでしょう。それも結構人を引っかき回す性格。
Oh.
わがままだってさ。そんなんだったら僕だって知ってるさ。薄いピンクのマニキュアの女の子は恋に臆病。肝心なところで本当の恋を逃す。
嘘よ。
Wait, but is she gonna become a main character now all of a sudden?
Maybe?
殺人事件があったんですって。
Oh, okay.
今は誰も住んでいないわ。話聞きたい。
15 years ago.
Is that how old she is?
おばあちゃんの方でピチャリピチャリって何かが滴る音がして目が覚めたんですって。
Creepy.
何の音だろう。パパ、ママと呼んだんだけどいたから。
Oh,
Oh,
dogs.
there's the dog. Yep.
大きな番犬よ。暗闇でもベッドの下に手をやるとククーンと甘えてペロペロ手を舐めてくれたの。アーノルドがいるから安心だわ。
Arnold.
It's a named dog. Even
Yep,
worse.
yep.
It was the drip of the dog's blood. Oh. Oh.
Oh my god.
死んでいたの。
Oh.
たっての手ってスベスベしてて可愛いね。クックックーン。両親もすでに殺したぞ。そしてその女の子も殺されたの。
No, of course not.
本当の話に聞こえた？
Oh, okay. Oh, crap.
Oh.
Oh, crap.
そう、その女の子ってのは私なのよ。幽霊なの。
Oh, dang.
幽霊だと。
ここはあの世とこの世の境目なの。
Wait, then how can they see it? Just because they're stand users?
Yeah, I mean, I guess she could have an incorrect understanding of what it is.
Right. And looped around. Yep, yep.
Yep.
Wow.
空に飛ばして道を探すんだ。さっき空中
But the thing is that that would be ghost dog poop then.
Right.
So the poop is actually a hint.
なんだ、空中にいきなり壁が。光一君、エコースが触ってるのは地面だ。
What?
空に飛び上がったのは君の方だ。どうやれば幽霊なんかと戦う。
Oh my gosh, this is...
Too bad he didn't keep reading.
待ってよ。
Right.
もう音量みたいに言わないで。
Ah.
私が何したって言うのよ。あんたたちが買ってこいってビビってんじゃないのよ。あんたたち何か妙な能力持ってるわね。
Whoa.
スタンドっていうの？そのせいで紛れ込んだのかしら。
Whoa.
敵じゃないのか。
Because stands are projections of the spirit, you know?
ここを出る方法を
Wait.
だから教えるわよ。
So if everything about her story is real,
Hmm.
the hand, remember? Your hand is so...
犯人の顔
Oh.
Yeah.
中からナイフで切り裂かれたわ。
Gotcha.
暗かったし、逃げようと必死だった。
This is
Yeah.
this is the first clue.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good thinking.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Oh.
Okay.
奴はこの町に。
Whoa.
All right.
ちょっと待ってくれ。君の話ってのはまさか。
捕まえてくれとは言わないわ。でも誰かに教えてほしいのよ。
Just tell anyone.
警察だとか犯人を捕
Okay.
まえられる。あなた、この町の少年少女の行方不明
Whoa.
知ってる？
いや、
全国平均の8倍って数よ。
Oh my god.
全員とは言わないけど、ひっそりと殺されているの。上空を殺された人の魂がよく飛んでいくからよ。これと同じ傷口を負って。
Oh.
すごい。こんなに深く長く。
あの世へ飛んでいくその魂たちと。
Oh my god.
Alright.
He's like proudly marking them.
Well, and how does he mark their souls?
Well, I think these are just representations of what their body looks like when they died.
Sure.
とても怖いわ。そしてとても誇り。
Jeez.
Okay.
犯人が捕まった時、私の大好きな森王朝は殺人者の町として日本中に悪名を。
Oh, that's a cool effect.
Mm-hmm.
一日も早くあなたたち生きてる人間が町の誇りと平和を取り戻さなければ一体誰が取り戻す。
I am the quest giver.
Indeed.
でもなんとかしなくては。ふん、いい子ぶりだよ。こう
Come on, Rohan.
やうぞ。
You think you can get out without her though? Like, hasn't that been established?
でも犯人を追って取材するのもいい。
Oh.
Wow.
Hey.
出口はこっちでいいのかい。
根はいい人だなんて思わない方がいいですよ。信用していいかどうか灰色の人なんですから。
おい
Wow.
来るのか君。
ポストの先を左に曲がるとすぐよ。やったー。慌てないで。その先を通るにはちょいとしたルールがある
Oh.
の。
Okay.
ルール。
ここまで何が起ころうと決して後ろを振り向かないと約束して。
Okay.
何のために。
この世とあの世の決まりなのよ。
もし振り向いたらどうな
私たちの魂があの世へ引き
ああ
ってしまうわよ。つまり死ぬってことよ。ああー、
Arbitrary stakes.
振り向かなければいいのよ。簡単です。
No, I think this is part of it. Is that by she has to tell them. That's part of her rule as well.
今ポストを越えるとき何かが足の間を通り抜けて僕らの後ろの方へ行ったぞ。
振り向いちゃダメよ。ゆっくりと落ち着いて歩いて。
Whoa.
Something bad will happen if they run?
Oh, that's creepy.
何かいる。頭のすぐ後ろに何かいるよ。
気にしないで。いつも何かが振り向かせようとしてくるの。もう
辻になっ
That's nasty.
少しよ。あの光が出口よ。
何。出口。もう我慢できない。ヨハン先生走りましょう。
慌てないで。大丈夫よ。乗り越えたわ。そこからは振り向いてもいいわよ。
No,
No.
no, don't do that.
恐ろしかったよ。
Crap.
Wow.
光一くん、今の声私の声じゃないわ。光一くん、
なんだか知らないが見なきゃいいんだろ。僕と一緒でよかったな光一くん。ヘブンズドア。君は何も見えなくなって吹っ飛ぶ。すぐに見えるように書き込むから。
Whoa.
私たちずっとここにいるわ。あいつが捕まるまで。私とアーノルドが後ろを振り向いてパパとママのところへ行くのは。
Okay.
私に聞きたいことがあるときはいつでもここに来てね。
She's
Oh.
a permanent location.
A
like,
permanent location
Like in a
thing.
video game, you know.
Well, like all the other locations that they
Right,
found
exactly.
and stuff. Yeah. Well, that was surprising.
ことロハンちゃん
Rohan, darling.
慣れしいやつだ。
Wow.
ている人間のためにたった一人で。
For 15 years, though, this guy's
That
been
sucks.
killing
Yeah.
people in this
Yeah.
town invisibly. Dang.
君はもしかして漫画家になったという岸辺露伴くんかな。
Oh!
僕を知っている。
まだ4歳じゃったからな。
Wait.
覚えていないのは当然じゃ。
What?
当時君の家は
Oh. Were his parents killed too?
時に幼い君を一晩だけ。
No way.
Wait.
露伴くん、君は杉本家に泊まっていた。
Whoa.
Wait.
君だけが助かった。
僕がいた。だって。
He doesn't remember this? Whoa.
ちゃんが窓から逃がしてくれたとな。
Wow.
犯人が君を見つける前にレミさんがかばってくれたのじゃな。
And that's why they were the ones to go down that
Right.
alley.
Yeah.
僕のスタンド、ヘブンズドア。自分の遠い記憶と。
Gotcha.
Oh, okay, okay.
It'd be kind of busted if it could.
あなたがもしこの小道に迷い込んだ時、決して後ろを振り
スタンド。
Right.
Mm-hmm.
いやそれは
I mean, come on. Most likely, yes.
Probably.
の仕事だな。
殺人犯がこの森尾町にいるんだよ。
わかってるぜ。警察から15年以上も手がかりゼロで逃げてんだ。ここでタクシー捕まえるみてえにばったりする合うわけねえだろ。
Watch him be a taxi cab driver. Like, watch it. Oh! Whoa!
おい危ねえぜこいつ。ボケっとして道路渡んじゃねえよ。
すみませんでした。
A cab driver?
So that's what he looks like. Okay.
Is that him?
I mean,
Like,
it's definitely him.
like,
Okay.
祖父の代で落ちぶれてね、残ったのは今住んでる家だけさ。僕もしがない会社勤め。
Oh.
買ってやった舶来の腕時計は
Oh.
oh! Yeah!
All right.
Yeah, okay.
この週末は楽しく過ごそうじゃないか。
This guy is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
This guy is nuts.
なんか垂れましたよ。お行儀の悪い人だ。自分で綺麗にしなさい。
The rigor mortis.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
夕食も一緒に作ろうか。君の得意料理は何だい？
Oh, his name. Kira. Of course his
Okay.
name is Kira.
Yep.
Wow.
All right.
Wow. What a freaking just
Yep.
drop right in the end of the
Yeah.
episode.
No,
what?
except no, but the hand didn't drop anything. It held onto the bag very tightly.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, it's like no, it's not a who done it. It's a this guy done it. They don't know who did it. This is gonna be miscommunication.
Yeah.
Type, limited audience, like audience with the full omniscient perspective, where the protags don't know,
boy.
which means they're gonna talk to him probably at like multiple points before they even know that it's him.
And the thing is, he might not even be a stand user.
No, he might not.
Like
He might not.
I'm guessing he is.
I think he is.
93% sure.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Stand
wow.
users are attracted to each other, Jacob.
That's true.
Rohan was there. Wait.
Rohan
No.
wasn't
He
a
wasn't a
stand
stand user at that point. That's true.
Right.
That's true. That's true.
But-
He was a
but-
stand user way more
But 15 years
recently,
ago. Okay,
yeah.
15 years ago. How does this work? So
He was younger,
right, but the
but
thing
he
is,
could be as old as I would say like 40 or something.
but 15 years ago, is that when Josuke was conceived or no?
Well, no. What I think
Because 10 years ago was part 3.
right,
Or 11 years ago, because it's 11 years ago part 3 started.
right.
And then I believe 5 years before that was when Josuke was born. So maybe it doesn't work out quite.
No,
Exactly,
I think if anything, what we'll have to go back and double check is that, no, because that's right. Because Jotaro is 28 and he got his stand when he was like 17.
Yes.
That means that this guy had been killing people
Since before Jotaro.
before the Jotaro JoJo's
yeah.
stand thing went around and happened.
But
there.
he might
So-
have been killing people before he had a stand.
because there was the stand bow and arrow thing there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sure.
So we have to figure out the correlations there, which I would say it would still be even
After.
later.
Yeah.
So there's that.
'Cause- right.
But holy crap, this episode we
Yeah.
have some very interesting world building stuff with the idea of ghosts and the
Right.
beyond aspect of death.
yeah, something that's supernatural beyond just the stands.
Yeah, and let's think about this from a very simple perspective. This happened. This wasn't some illusion. This wasn't
Right.
this wasn't the work of an enemy stand.
It really did happen.
This really did happen.
Uh-huh.
The reasons why it happened, though, was because the ghost had the will to make this happen.
and had a connection to Rohan.
and probably because she had a connection to Rohan.
Yeah.
The thing is that he noticed the odd aspect of the map and the town's layout not matching up because he's a mangaka. He notices these
Sure.
little imperfections and things like that.
And it might have also been, some influence or whatever to try and draw
Sure.
him over so that the story could be told.
But the idea of stands in and of itself as a system of combat, that's what it is. It's a power system.
Right.
Is interesting because it is a projection of the human spirit. But
Right.
there is a direct correlation between when the person dies, the stand is defeated.
Dead.
It's gone.
Yeah.
So you think about what a ghost is, and it's basically just a stand that carries on beyond death. It's like a form. It's kind of a similar form of the stand.
Okay.
But it's an actual semi-visible, non-corporeal form, if you will.
And that does seem to be the explanation, at least for why they can see ghosts.
Right. The reason why other people can't is probably because they're not stand users.
Right. And how exactly those connect, who knows? They might not go into that.
They might not go into that. But that's very interesting because I'm pretty sure there was a time, a long time ago, I was talking about the idea of stands having some potential influence and or ways to interact with the world of potentially spirits, and that would be a really cool idea for a stand like that. And then we get basically this, which is like nothing to do with stands specifically, except for that being a stand user somehow makes you able to see ghosts, which this is another thing that's interesting here, Jacob. We never saw that mark, right?
No.
That they saw the mark on the back.
Yeah.
But she noticed it, and it was the same. She said that she saw the spirits that he would kill rising up out of the city with the same marks on their back that she had.
Right.
What's interesting is that because they didn't show us that, that means that maybe we've already seen it.
Or it could just be a censoring thing because from what we've seen, the knife was what they were stabbed in the back, so the mark would have been the knife wound.
But then why? The fact that he does these things to the corpses and cuts off their hands at like the wrist here and stuff, he has no issue with defacing the corpses in any way.
Right.
So him carving I did this, like carving an X marks the spot or something.
Zorro, whatever.
Whatever. It just seems like that would be the thing.
Sure.
It could be like a K for like his name,
Which,
by the way, Kira, that's
And so does that mean, is Death Note a JoJo's reference? But, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Wow.
Wow. But they did such a good job of showcasing the just craziness of this bad guy because here's the thing. JoJo's has a lot of weird antagonists and villains and the like.
For sure.
And they're all pretty extra at what they do, right? Yes. Whether you're talking about Dio or the Pillar Men or just like the episodic stand users and stuff that they bring in. So the whole idea of the hands, from what we had seen earlier, it was like, okay, that's gross, that's weird, but I wasn't entirely sold on the idea, right? Because it's like, okay, cuts off hands. All right, we've seen, but gruesomeness isn't enough because we've had other, characters in JoJo's that aren't really characters that just rely on gruesomeness, and it's way worse than that, and they're pretty forgettable, right?
Yeah.
But the way he treats the hands, like it's the connection to the person, and they have the personality, and he talks to them, and he has them do things and whatnot. That's a whole other kind of just weird.
We had the whole thing of this episode be about beyond death and spirits and stuff.
Oh.
What if on some level the reason why he's crazy is because, not because he, had part of his soul stolen or something like that he's dead as well or something. No, but that he doesn't see them necessarily as dead. Like he's crazy, so he has some aspect of him that's broken, but he's also smart enough to not be caught. So I think he knows what he's doing is wrong. He knows that what he's doing is something that other people won't understand or whatever.
Yeah.
But there is some aspect of it where if he's communicating with what he believes to be a person, what if he actually believes he's talking to their spirit or something?
Right, which is interesting because that could be something where there is grounds to that, but then like being a stand user, but then at the same time, the ghost girl was saying that the spirits were floating up into the sky, so clearly he's not actually seeing the spirit, I don't think. No,
he's not.
So maybe he's just whacking the head, or it's something else entirely. Who knows? But wow. I'm really excited for this because he's doing his own thing, for one. So there's no need for him to get taken out of the story quickly. right? Because he's doing his own thing.
Yep.
If the Joe Bros end up actually going after him, then fine, but they don't have to catch him.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to put himself in harm's way by attacking them.
Yeah, he has no issue with the Joe Bros.
Exactly. So he'll just keep doing what he's doing, and then, so, yeah. Oh, man, I love it.
But I think he has to be a stand user. I think he has to be a stand user, one, for the rule of cool aspect.
Yeah.
If he's going to be kind of a one-off character, then he doesn't have to be a stand user. It would be a fun aspect of maybe that he encounters stand users, or he encounters the stand bow at some point and becomes a stand user in the season. That's something that they could do. Where now he's not a stand user.
Right, although they've recovered the bow at this point.
Yes, but the idea that the bow could be used still. We have a lot of episodes still to go.
I don't think they'll do that, because I think they'll rely more on just the stuff of what it's already done, because they have established that there's been a lot of that. Mm-hmm. And this is almost halfway through the part. So
we've still got it is almost halfway. Yes, that's right.
So it feels right to me that they would be bringing this guy up now and starting to actually go into it and stuff.
If he's a big character.
Yes, right. There could be other characters that are above him, but they don't.
Yes, definitely.
But there doesn't have to be. They could have this guy be the main antagonist of this part.
And he has been built up for quite a long time now.
Yes.
It's something where that if they're going to build him up for so much, it would make sense that they would give him the actual attention he deserves. And here's something that's kind of interesting about his character right now. From what we've seen of him, he is this character that has a rich history. He has this idea of maybe being just kind of an average Joe with a very rich past.
Sure.
But he also seems to be a very wealthy individual. He's handsome. He has all the makings of, I would say, like a perfect gentleman, you know.
Sure, and a lot of the things that he does, even with the hands and stuff, of saying no, clean that up. It has the very prim and proper sort of feel to it, while being crazy of hey, we don't make messes, that we're well to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. But the thing is that if he has a stand, which I almost think he has to do in order to have been avoiding the police for 15 years.
Sure, that too.
By making these not even necessarily look like murders. That's the other thing that's pretty crazy, is that if you'd assume that there were tons of missing people that happened here,
but not killed,
but not murdered people, that's a very different thing.
So maybe he just disappears the body, like it's something like Zahando, or Vanilla Ice, where it's just disappears and all that's left is the hand, because those are very clean cuts. Very clean. That's not something where you did that with a butcher's knife or something. That's straight edge. So Kira, we know a name.
Yep. We know a little bit about him, and we have speculated a lot about his personality that seems to kind of line up with who he is. He said he works what did he say his job? He said something about his job.
I don't remember.
I can bring up the episode real quick, because actually his little monologue in his own thoughts and stuff was really fascinating, with how they actually decided to give him internal stuff, because generally when you give internal stuff there, it's something that is for a main character only.
Right. Okay. So
yeah, he has his whole little
ancestors,
thing.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah, he bumps into... Hey, stand users are attracted to each other. The fact that, Koichi just randomly bumped into him seems a bit too coincidental.
Okay.
So Morio was originally a resort filled with villas belonging to the samurai. So that's how old back his family goes, I guess, is all the way to the time of the samurai.
My ancestors were among them.
We came on hard times during my grandfather's life. The house I live in is all that remains of our heritage. Okay, I'm stuck working a boring office job to support myself.
Gotcha.
Okay. So he's not wealthy. He's not wealthy. He has an old house. What happened to the imported wristwatch I gave you? So he's left a clue somewhere.
Well, sure.
Accidentally.
Sure, but also we have that previously wealthy family, and he has the house still, but that's it.
Yes.
He doesn't have a lot of money. He's working a boring office job to make ends meet, yet he gets an imported wristwatch for the
Says, you left it in your bag. That's right. Immediately after that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Right. But he spends money on these cut off hands.
Cadaver hands, yeah.
Right, for the people that he's killed. So that's a great contradiction right there, because that's something that they set up and then also play off of immediately.
Okay, this shot really creeped me out. The whole idea we had of him doing things with the hands. Yeah. This weekend, we deserve to fully enjoy ourselves. I'm like, we were right.
Like, wow.
We were right.
Hey, maybe this is
so nasty.
Okay, so Dio is Dio, and Pillarmen are Pillarmen, right? There's not much to be explained there.
Yeah.
This guy is fairly normal as far as everything is concerned.
Right.
With like JoJo villains, right? Maybe this is Araki basically poking at the idea of like the crazy work ethic where, you know, you aren't able to really live, and this guy just goes crazy. So then he ends up having these cut off hands because he doesn't have any time for actual relationships with other people.
Sure.
And then he does this whole thing where it's and we're going to enjoy ourselves this weekend, you know? Like we're going to have a great night.
Yeah, he apparently has weekends, though, so he does have the time for it, I would say.
Right.
But it's something where he probably prefers it this way after he's done it like once or twice.
Right, and it was specifically said not just that it's an office job, but that it's a boring office job.
Yes.
Like,
I do like the idea of the mundane life office
just driving
worker
him
that just
crazy.
ends up like having the tick, tick, tick in his brain, you know?
Oh, man. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
This episode.
But let's go make dinner. Is there any dish you make best?
Right, like he's going to have the hand be the
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, it's so chilling. But I want to go out there and say that if they are going to have him be a stand user, he's going to be a strong stand user. And back when they had the whole idea of there being a stand user that could be stronger than Zawardo, I think they were like building up this guy also there as well. Yeah. Because whatever his stand is, like you said, if there's any kind of matter or space manipulation of any kind, you don't mess with that.
That's crazy.
Also, this is the thing I've been wanting to have like in the recent episodes and stuff as they've been building up this guy, is the idea of having a true Moriarty kind of Sherlock kind of thing going on here.
Cat and mouse from both angles, potentially.
Exactly. Yeah. But one of the things that's very, very like, you know, on brand for Moriarty is like supreme intelligence.
Yes.
Like this is something that I think we're almost being like given here by the fact that he calls it a boring office job. Oh, that is almost indicative of someone with a high level of intelligence.
Themselves.
Yes, they don't feel like their purpose is being lived out.
Exactly.
In a way that basically says, I'm greater than this. I'm better than this.
Not just in the and not just in the sense that they have an overinflated ego.
Yes.
But that there are wheels that are turning and they're just spinning on their own, right? And they are not doing anything at this place where he's at. So they spin in some other darker ways. Yeah.
And that's kind of terrifying because then it's like, wait, this guy has basically turned to, you know, this as his release from, you know, his
15
his boring life for 15 years.
Some people do yoga, you know, like
but this is not something someone just does.
Oh, I know. But that's probably how they see it, you know.
Oh, that's probably exactly how they see it. And the whole idea that like this is a character that just is there doing this. There's nothing like, no grand goal, no desire to take over the world, like no crazy thing or whatever. He's just like, I'm just going to do this. And this is the exact same thing we saw earlier. He had a hand in the bathtub or whatever.
Yep.
And that one had the ring on it. Yep.
And then there was the hand earlier when like the cooking was happening, and we can only guess now, I guess, that he was cooking using that hand. Which is crazy.
Yeah. And they were set up in a place, basically, as like a seating place for like, here's your food. I'm going to set you down here.
Watch. He's going to end up having a big man crush on Ukiyasu. Because
his stand name is Zahando.
His stand is Zahando. He's gonna be like, it must be mine.
Crap. Oh man. Hey, what did you think about having Kishibe Rohan back in this
that
in
was
this
great.
episode?
Like they're upgrading him to sort of pseudo main character status, which is
he's
fun.
one of the Joe Bros.
Yep. And they changed his stand just a little bit to make it more conducive to actual team combat, and everything. But yeah. Although
he can summon it, and yet he did some kind of drawing.
It's like he drew in the air some sort of original manga thing that they then saw because he drew it in the air right in front of them, and then that's how he was.
Every single time.
Yeah, I only saw him do it once.
Okay, maybe that's the thing. Maybe he just draws his stand into existence to call it out, and people see him making the motions. And they pattern match the lines in their mind,
and
so they technically see the manga.
To be real. Okay, sure.
That's a very weird way to explain it.
Yeah, and it's very different than how it was before. It's a big change, and it's kind of busted because, again, once he assuming that he's only up against one opponent, once he gets, this stand to work on them, only laziness should cause him to not be able to beat them.
Right.
Or a time limit. That's it.
Yeah, or them enacting something in the time by
some
which
pre-done
some delayed attack of some
kind. But at the
kind.
same time, he, especially with how he can just find the most relevant information instantaneously, he doesn't have to read through the whole thing.
Right.
Anything like that, he'd be able to read about and then be like, cool, yeah, you're going to stop that, or this is how I avoid it.
He's kind of busted here.
Yeah.
It is really crazy though, because if he does join the Joe Bros here, here's the thing. Star Platinum is, just alone busted. Crazy Diamond is
busted.
Stupid busted. Then you have Zahando, who's the only reason why the only reason why it's not even more busted than almost all of them is because it's being wielded by Okuyasu.
Stupid.
And then we have Echoes, which might end up getting even more powerful at some point.
Depending on how much it evolves.
Yep. And then you have also Heaven's Door. This Team Cup is too dang powerful. It's too strong.
It's fitting that the time when he is brought in with one of the other Joe Bros for a mission is one Koichi who currently at least is the weakest as far as stands go for straight combat power. Now, it wasn't a combat encounter, so that works.
Sure.
But this was not a combat encounter. Right. So it wasn't, so he used it and it would have solved everything except that, this is just, all right, whatever. We don't need to worry about this person.
Right.
And then it's some other thing that wasn't even a stand user. That's how different it had to be in order to be a problem for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
although this is something I like though, is that Rohan's reason for being out here was yo, this map is whack. What's the deal with this?
Exactly.
Could you show me around town? I'm curious.
Yeah.
What I like about this is just another example of tying basically all the characters in the town to being real people. We have Tonyo. Tonyo is not going to leave his restaurant and go join the Joe Bros. Right. He's going to be at his restaurant and make the best dang Italian food ever. He's not going to I'm just gonna go and travel the world with you, Joseph Joestar. No, this isn't like that. Everyone has their own thing that they're doing, and then we have this antagonist brought up, whose thing is that he doesn't care about the Joe Bros. He's just doing his creepy, nasty thing. Just doing it.
I mean, hey, I gotta give a hand to him. He sticks to his gut.
I knew you were gonna say that. You had this look on your face once Caleb stops talking, I'm gonna give the most stupid pun. Oh my gosh, wow. You wanna give him a high five or give her a high? Oh wait, no.
Yeah. I love that they kept the rigor mortis thing going though. The idea that if he has these hands, the rigor mortis sets in, so he can actually have the hands start to do stuff, which is also creepy. But all the
locked tension.
Yeah, and
you can almost simulate it yourself of what it would be like. You kind of lock it in. At least it's easier for me to do it with my my pinky, and I can even make it pop.
Oh really?
Yeah, I can't do it to this one. I can't. It's hard to do it for these two fingers.
I can do that with my knee.
Oh, you can do that with your knee?
Yep. If I just like flex like my knee.
So you do it like really straight?
No. Like if I'm like sitting down somewhere and my foot's on the ground, if I just
Oh, I can do it for my ankle, kinda.
Yeah, but anyways, that's
anyway.
gross.
Yeah, it's gross. Yeah, it's pretty nasty.
How we got on this tangent, who knows? Rigor mortis. Yeah, point is, it's a thing. JoJo's teaches you stuff every day.
Well, what I just like about it is that when we deal with this guy in the future, I feel like specifically with just these things like the attention to detail on everything with like the hands and stuff. Like anytime we see him, like just like zero in and be like, okay, what are you doing, Kira? What are you doing? What are you doing? And that's just what we have to look forward to. And we still have 22 I think episodes
many
left.
Episodes are in part 4.
Yeah. Y'all, this is awesome. This is creepy and it's awesome. So thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us about these stories. You can talk with the community in there about manga or anime specific stuff, or you can talk with us about the episodes as they come out in a non-spoiler way, of course, or just whatever. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.